Come on, fellow Toastmasters, do we rock or what?
Yeah.
You know, when I saw the theme freedom, it took me 1.5 seconds to click the yes, I'll do a speech on freedom. Because one thing when I think about freedom is every Friday morning I do get here to the meetings, because when I look around in this room, I see people from everywhere, from all over the world. And this is why we have the freedom that we have to come in here and speak about anything we want, as long as we do it with tact and understanding. But one thing I never want to deliver is bad news. I want to take you back to a time when sometimes bad news can be delivered and it's not the end. Sometimes bad news can be the beginning of good news for those of us that understand which direction to go in. The date is June 17th. I'm on top of a hill. I'm not alone. I have many men next to me, all around me. I have men and women down below me, children that I'm responsible for this day. It's a grave time in our lives. Every bit of news is important. I was the person in charge of all these people. I know two things only. Why I'm on the hill, what my inventory is of what's about to happen. This Fox Talks, members, is something I want to bring you back in time with. We're going into a time machine. I know this hill very well. It was my backyard when I was growing up. The year is 1775. The hill, Breed's Hill, also known as Bunker Hill. Now I don't mean the Bunker Hill in LA with the big apartments. Talk about the Bunker Hill that is now a monument erected to remember those that fell that day for our freedom. But how did that happen? Did that just happen? Was that something we just wanted to do? Let's go up the hill and have a fight, call it a day. No, it didn't. What happened is we're being oppressed. So I'll answer the first question. We're on this hill today because we're going to fight for our freedom. It's at the core of our beliefs. I know we're only 13 colonies. I know there's a mega monster across the ocean, the British Empire. I know we're outnumbered. I know it's really impossible to do this, but this is what we believe in. Freedom is to do away with the tyranny, to stop the oppression of a country, of a king 3,000 miles away. It's the freedom to write our own laws, farm our own lands, raise our families the way we want. The freedom to love our neighbor or choose not to love our neighbor. We don't want to be told what to do. And this is what America is built on today. America doesn't like to be told what to do. And when you put us in the corner, we come out fighting, hopefully with a pen rather than a rifle. But in these days, they came out with rifles. They were tired of being oppressed. 2 months before that, on April 18th, my good friend Paul Revere, he was sent on a mission. So he went to the Old North Church, and he asked the sexton there to raise a lantern in the church. 1 if by land and 2 if by sea. That was what the British were going to do. Either take the land route, 1 lantern, or cross the Charles River, which was the 2nd lantern, which was actually cut off at night. But Paul Revere went in the rowboat, he made the trip, and he made it to an area called Charlestown. He met there William Doss. William Doss, Paul Revere got on their horses, and they rode from Charlestown out to Concord and Lexington, which is only 13 miles away, kind of like 5 hours in those days. No traffic, Adam. Their stress is dodging bullets, not the fender benders. There's a different type of stress in those days. William Doss and Paul Revere, they did their ride. William got caught by the British, and he was held captive. But during this time, the British were sent to Lexington and Concord. They were sent there because that was where we held our ammunition. They were sent there to strip all the residents of their rifles, their guns, and confiscate all the gunpowder in those 2 towns. 3 if you count Cambridge. Their mission failed, so the residents took up arms. When the British got there, we had the first engagements of what we became known as the Revolutionary War. Now the engagements, there's a couple of people killed, I think. Nobody knows who fired the first shot. Today it's called the shot heard around the world. There's another shot heard around the world. Michael Jordan did it during the playoff game, I guess. But this is how things have changed over hundreds of years. Now little kids that hear shot around the world think of Michael Jordan. I hear shot around the world, I think of the first shot fired. Nobody knows who fired it. After the conflict, it was not until today, June 17, 1775, we will meet the British soldiers. I was assigned 1,200 colonists up on the hill of Bunker Hill and Breeds Hill. We were faced by 4,000 British trained soldiers. We knew what we were facing. On the third day, I gathered all my troops together, and I had to answer my second question. Men, we're here today to fend for our country. We're here today to protect the life and liberty for our family's future. We will move forward in this war, but today we will set our sights on tomorrow. Our ammunition is low. Therefore, do not shoot until you see the whites of their eyes. We are outnumbered by men. We are not outnumbered by spirit. We are fighting for what we believe. They are fighting for a king. We will prevail today, and we will prevail tomorrow for freedom. Madam Toastmaster.